Josh has a cooler. We're gonna talk about it. I don't care.
I don't care.
There's a girl.
I saw her again recently.
I thought it was like your girlfriend.
No, dude, come on, dude.
So he's doing baby voice.
No, something's broken.
Tim was making me laugh the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He told me I have to stop talking about being on Ozempic because he goes, you're not thin. You can't talk about it. I'm crying laughing. Like, hi guys, welcome to Anniewood episode 64. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. We're really closing in on 69. Who's that guest gonna be? Maybe Josh again. We have Josh Potter here, guys. My dear friend. I'm a little distracted with some randy things happening during the show, but it's gonna be an excellent episode. You're gonna love it. You can see me next Valentine's Day weekend, February 16th and 17th. I'm coming to Denver, Colorado, to the Comedy Works, one of the greatest comedy clubs on earth. It's gonna be spectacular. Tickets will sell out, so grab them fast. My next Anniewood and Friends is going to be at the Comedy Store, February 20th. I have some very big names on deck, so grab your tickets for that. I'm going to be at the JFL in Vancouver, February 21st and 22nd. And then March is a very exciting month for me. The 1st and 2nd, I'm going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. Then March 8th and 9th, I'm coming to Albuquerque. You know I lived in New Mexico for 8 years. I'm so excited to come back. I can't wait to do these shows. Grab your tickets. It's going to be electric. And then March 22nd and 23rd, I'm in Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Comedy Loft. And I moved my Jacksonville show to the end of June. So go to annielederman.com/shows to see them. It's going to be very exciting. All right, more shows are always being added. Go to annielederman.com/shows.
Welcome to Anniewood.
Welcome to Anniewood. You don't use headphones.
I'm Josh Potter.
You don't use headphones.
No.
Can't hear myself.
I'm sorry. I didn't know we didn't have enough equipment for you.
I like cans. I like a good cans.
Is it because your eyes are don't
No,
work
I
as
like to
well?
hear my voice. It's regulating, and it helps us have conversation better.
All right, well, welcome to the worst Anniewood of all time. Started out the most negative it's ever started out.
That's not negative.
No, it's fine. Here's the thing. Josh and I are both incubator babies, so our incubators get activated sometimes, and mine's activated right now.
You say that. I don't know what that means necessarily, but I get it to a degree. But I don't.
No.
Right
Sometimes
now, I feel
see
like you like fought out of your incubator. I feel like you like shattered it with your hands.
Well, I reached out. My parents were like, "Whoa, we were trying to get a break."
You had the gloves inside out.
Yeah, I went.
You're touching them.
I was an outie.
Yeah, you're punching people
Well,
through the
something
gloves.
depressing happened to Josh this weekend. That's why he's a little sad.
Oh, something did happen to
Well,
him.
I didn't want to talk about that. I keep
want to be
forgetting
clear.
about
No,
it.
I actually want to be clear. It is his fault.
It's not my fault.
No, it's your fault.
Why is it my fault?
Well, why do you think it's your fault when they win? Why do you think your energy affects it?
It doesn't. If it affected it, if my love and my abundant love for this team ever affected anything, they would be like the 9-time Super Bowl champs in my lifetime. I have abundance of love.
Well, I take full responsibility for the Eagles being out because I made a very cocky post. When they started losing, I went, guys, they've already won. I don't know why everyone's worrying. They've already won. And I said it's so cocky that they didn't win one more time.
They won one more time. That was it.
They won one more time.
Yeah, I guess you can claim that if you'd like, but I mean,
I've been struggling with
is that a Taco Bell?
with my image of like I realize like okay in manifestation you have to believe you are what the thing is, you know, like you have to be like, and I've been hanging out with like a lot of rich people the past couple weeks,
yeah,
and it's
me
like
too.
you know, and I'm trying to like vibrate high and like act like I belong and like
Sure.
everything's normal. Like of course I would have a house with a golden sink, like
Yeah.
like my toilet would be gold.
I sat on a private jet 6 times this week, and I acted like I've been there 1 trillion times.
No, you cannot get caught taking a picture on a private jet.
No,
if you get caught taking a picture on it, you are the biggest loser of all time.
I said this. I have noticed because, you know, comedy is still like on the rise, and more people are getting to experience these types of things comics wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like private jets in the early 2000s, that was like unheard of. Now a bunch of us are getting to do this.
Yeah.
And you see some people really out of pocket, if you ask me. If it was my private jet and people were doing that, I'd be like, you're not allowed to come back on it.
I was on a 6-hour private jet, and I realized it's very important who you bring on these jets because there's no like on a commercial plane, like there's a baby crying to distract you from the person that is sitting near you. On a private jet, there's no one else.
Sure.
So you got to make sure the vibe on the jet is good because there's nowhere.
Well,
am I going to go to the cockpit?
I said this. I mean, I can say this publicly. I rode on a private jet with Bert and Tom. Those are the only two people. Mostly it's been with Tom, obviously. When it's with Tom, it's like you are on the Lakers.
Yeah.
And you're going on, you're listening to music, you all walk on with your bag or whatever. You're like getting ready for the game. You know, there's not a lot of conversation on the private jet. With Bert, it was like we were a group of friends going to prom on a private jet. Do you know what I mean? There was music, there was snacks, there was liquor. We're getting drunk.
That's really fun.
It was fun, but Tom's is fun too. It's like you still drink, but it's kind of like, you know, you got your headphones on.
Mine was just a full conversation the whole time.
Mm.
And it was fun. It was a good conversation, but there was a person that had food poisoning. Okay, so that takes up a quarter of the plane. A quarter of the plane is like someone throwing up and diarrheaing, and there's one bathroom. Also,
oh no, they were diarrheaing on the
and they couldn't help it. They were very sick. So it's like you couldn't, and you're hoping it's not the flu. You're just all kind of like, you think it's food poisoning.
I pray it's
food
poisoning. But there's that little,
it was. But
now,
it's like,
can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Because on these things, sometimes the flight attendant, especially if it's a lot of people that you're bringing, doesn't have a seat. So they have to sit in the bathroom. There's like a little, like the toilet.
Yes, the toilet
gets covered and then it becomes a seat. So is this person blowing up the bathroom and then it's like, oh, we're coming for a landing, and the flight attendant has to go sit in this shit locker?
No, but I was discussing with the person whose jet it was, which I'm not going to disclose. That it was mine.
I said my jets.
When you are paying that much, when they do come back to use the bathroom, you are like,
no, but she's not coming back to use the bathroom.
No, they do use it. Did yours never use it?
No, well, we weren't on it 6 hours. We weren't on it for 6 hours.
There should be some sort of urinal in the cockpit, don't you think?
No, but it is like they use it for. I thought it was very degrading that she had to go sit on the toilet for takeoff and landing.
It is an interesting.
I'm such a simp. There was a part of me that was like, I'll go sit on the toilet. If
do you want me to rub your feet? Can I rub your feet while you sit on the toilet? Do you want to sit
in my seat while I go sit? I'll go sit on the toilet.
You can sit on my face.
You don't have to sit in the toilet. Yeah, I will. Well,
while my body's in the toilet.
I'll put my head in the toilet while you sit on it. That's a different level.
But it was interesting. It was fun. It was long.
Yeah, 6 hours is a long ass flight. It was long,
and my flight that I had originally
was that across the country.
Yeah, the flight I had originally was a lay down first class, which I would have just had a nice nap.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but it was great. It was really fun.
I think we know what, if you were constantly having a conversation, I think we know whose plane it was.
Millie Bobby Brown.
I mean, I can deduce whose plane it was, but I feel like you could have a 6 hour long conversation with just about anybody on their plane. So
I'm not saying I'm not saying it wasn't me doing the talking.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, but I was just thinking like, the hang matters.
Of course. Well, it's close quarters.
There's nowhere, you can't escape.
It's like that on a tour bus too. It's close quarters. The hang matters. Yep. That's part of the only reason I've gotten as far as I've gotten is the hang. I'm telling you, I'm not even that funny. It's like,
this is not why I had you on. Josh was vibing very high.
That was a good vibe.
It's time.
I was making a joke, really. It was meta. I was being extra funny, actually.
I'm just seeing an incubator on him right now.
Not at all. I'm vibing high, baby.
There was a time you were at a club once and you came in really quiet.
At a comedy club?
Yeah. Okay. And I told you, I was like, you're like, is no one talking to me? And I was like, well, they can't see you inside your incubator. I was like, your incubator vibes are so high.
Was it at the store?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, there was one time where like somebody said, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing. Like, why does something have to be wrong? And you're like, look at you. That's what you said.
I go,
you're reading wrong. Like,
I'm like, it's hard to see it through those.
And something was wrong that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm fine now.
No, you're doing good. Josh is doing good. But anyway, originally I was saying, but okay, about the hang I can say too though.
Yeah.
I am very proud of myself. I want to give myself props. I want you to give yourself props about something after this so I can make it a segment of me bragging.
Okay.
So that you're also bragging and Todd can brag about
I just
something.
did. I said I'm a great hang.
You are a great hang. I think I cultivate the best green room hangs when I produce shows.
Mm.
Okay, he's not agreeing. It's fine.
No, I haven't been to all. I haven't
at
been
the
to all of
stand,
them. I
this-
just said they
This
seem
Sunday,
good.
the stand,
Yeah.
the green room was Mark Norman, Andrew Santino, Tim Dillon, Lev Fur was there because Lev is a good. I have no clue what his stand up is. I refuse to watch it.
You don't
That
want to
green room hang? I don't want to ruin the green room hang.
You
I
don't
don't
want
want
it to ruin your.
I don't want to ruin. He
opinion
seemed
of
to
him?
be getting laughs, but he's a good green room hang. And then Santino dropped in,
Mm,
and it was just. It was all night. It was so fun.
that's great. And that creepy little stand green room.
Yes.
That is fun. That's
They do need to fix the.
it's cozy.
And Sean Patton was there too. It was very fun.
Oh, wow,
It was
okay.
just really. It was a lot of people that I used to do mics with, and it was.
Yeah, that's fun. That
I
sounds like a
don't
fun
think this
green
is
room.
Tourette's. I think I have boogers. We
Do
have an
I?
ongoing thing where
I keep doing
My
this
mom
too.
said that Annie has like a Tourette's thing where
Well,
she
I
goes
told
like
him
this
his
for
mom about my brother, my twin brother having Tourette's.
I feel like people think I'm doing coke constantly because I'm always like doing the same thing. But it's my mustache gets like a certain length and it gets bothersome.
I have like a snotty type of nose right now where it's like it's sticky.
No, I get that. I get that.
It's sticky. But I was
I was in 9 different climates this week, so I'm back.
I know. Where'd you guys go?
I went to Corpus Christi, Texas, Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Ooh, I'm going there soon.
and Omaha.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
I mean, in terms of, I guess I like Omaha. It was minus 18 degrees the one day, but we had a great meal, 5 courses, the whole thing. The chef was there telling us all the things. I couldn't tell
At
you.
the restaurant. You went to
Yeah,
the
I
restaurant,
couldn't tell you. I couldn't repeat one of these things. You know, reduced this, fargua that. You know,
Is that
It
is
was
now
great.
is Tom like breakfast, lunch, dinner having this type of meal?
no. I mean, at the shows, we have a nice meal like sent to us from like a place, which is great.
What kind?
But that was it,
Like
like a
a-
steakhouse or something.
Okay.
And then this
And
was
do you
like
get to order or they just bring like a
I can order off a menu.
Okay.
And then this meal was like the finale of the weekend or whatever,
Mm.
and it was great. Fantastic stuff.
Now how was
I mean,
Albuquerque?
Albuquerque was fine. I didn't do anything in it. I didn't go outside at all. I stayed in the hotel. I slept.
How was the
and,
crowd? Rowdy?
There was one crowd that was kind of bad,
Yeah.
but in a good way. They were like podcast fans, so they're
Yeah.
shouting things.
Right,
but we're
right,
in a
right. They're excited.
enormous theater, so it's like I can't have a back and forth with a person, you know, in the 4th row when there's people all the way that can't have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess they rig them for the Matt Rifes of the world, right? So that they can do that.
do they
crowd
do
work
that in
people?
theaters?
Yeah, because they're all doing crowd work.
That's got to be obnoxious. I mean, I can't tell what they're saying. You expect someone in the balcony to tell what they're saying? I think that's ridiculous.
You don't like
I guess
the
there's a
clips-
way to do it. You could
You
be
don't like the clips where Matt was like, "Hey, beautiful," it's the girl in a wheelchair.
I can't. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
a girl
And
in
this
a
isn't
wheelchair where
a
they're like,
this isn't a slight on you, Matt. I have nothing. No
he's
problem.
he's a big Woody.
I have no problems with you, buddy.
No,
I just
love
haven't.
Matt.
I don't follow him. I don't watch his stuff. He doesn't
Oh,
come
he's
up
not in
in
your
my
algorithm?
algorithm. Yeah, I've never.
I get a lot. I get Matt Rife, Hannah. I love Hannah Burner though, but so she's in my
I got Hannah
algorithm.
Burr too, but I love Hannah. I'm a big
I
Hannah
love
Burner
Hannah
stan.
so much. I was texting
I
her the other
DM
day.
her with her back and we talked.
Oh, watch out, Des.
No, not anything like that.
Watch out, Des.
Not like that. I wasn't being like that. I'm just saying. I told her how much I enjoy her.
I like her. I'd love to suck on her toes.
No. There's a couple out there that I suck on their toes, but she's.
Who?
I mean, I guess I would
Give
too.
us some
I would
clues.
too.
Guys, guess below in the comments who Josh would suck on their toes.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not a toe guy. First of all,
But there's got to be girls that. But you're a simp, so if a girl was like, "Suck my toe," you would do it.
if she was into it, sure. Yeah, I guess you're right.
So you're not a toe sucker.
No, but that's not.
But
where
you're
I'm,
too much of a simp to have that type of fetish because that type of fetish is making them be your simp, kind of.
Is it? I feel like it's not.
But I,
feel
guess
like
with
it falls
foot stuff,
right
maybe
into
they
the.
want you to like.
I'm just not a
a.
foot guy. I could take or leave them. I don't even notice them.
But is there a foot that is bad that you would turn you
No,
off?
there's no foot. The foot
What
is
if
just
a foot's
so
missing?
far
What
out
if a
of.
foot's missing?
That's what I said. I go, if you were gonna take off any piece of the body, make it the feet. I don't give a shit about the feet. There could just be 2 stumps there, and it wouldn't make any difference to me. Honest to God, I do not notice the feet. It's not like I'm looking at them.
Do they have prosthetic feet, or are they just kind of hobbling?
I don't care. I am so indifferent to the feet, unless it's like ridiculous. It'd have to be some circus shit to like, for me to notice.
Randy's a foot guy. Come here. Come up here. Come to mama.
I almost wore shoes that look just like that.
I know. These are I was in Santa Fe walking around on mushrooms, and I couldn't tell if my Uggs were wet or not, and they were soaking wet. I was just so high on mushrooms that I was like, am I making up that my feet are soaking wet?
Weird.
It was in the snow. I was
sometimes you never feel like you could feel that like sensation that something feels like wet.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah.
I forget what that is. That
Randy,
is something though.
I'm having trouble loving you. I'm having trouble. He's just crying. Come here. Oh.
I'd rather not.
Are you serious?
I don't want to.
What if you get a hot reptile girl from doing this?
That's not going to happen.
I'm always thinking about my Joshie.
Listen, I'll suck on your toes if you want me to. I'll hold your
Josh,
snakes.
we're just friends.
If you want.
Josh,
I'm talking
we're just
to the
friends.
women
Todd's right there.
I'm talking to the women in the crowd.
Oh my God. You hit on me and Hannah Burner?
No.
Josh, this is crazy. He's a homewrecker.
And Hannah Burner.
Han and Ann?
Hanny Burner. Hanny
Lerner. Taylor Thomason's in my algorithm a lot.
Well, she's got that show now.
But not because of that. She's been in my algorithm
That's
forever.
true. I very rarely go on Facebook, but when I do, she's the first thing that I don't know if it's because we're friends on Facebook or what, but
no, I see her. I'm trying to think of who else I see. He's humping now.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh, he's really going at it.
He's really going at it.
Go, ready to go.
This is like going to get you ripped off YouTube if it's on the camera. This is pornographic. Randy, just because there's lights and cameras up here doesn't mean we're making porn.
Ew, he's licking it now. He finished. He finished.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Tim was making me laugh the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He told me I have to stop talking about being on Ozempic because he goes, you're not thin. You can't talk about it. I'm crying laughing. Like, I'm literally in tears. He's like, Annie, it's so embarrassing. He's like, you can't talk about it. Meanwhile, I've lost 15 pounds, okay?
You're thin? What is he talking about?
I've lost 15 pounds. But he's like, no, Annie. He's like, you're not supposed to tell people on Ozempic. People are supposed to be worried about you, and then you have to go, it's Ozempic. But I was like in tears.
That makes sense. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Being bullied by a sturdy man.
Is he on it?
Undecided.
Not publicly? Okay.
No, but I actually don't. I don't know. He
okay.
We were going to do it together on camera, so it wasn't like it's not a secret. But I don't think he's on it right now. But it was just making me laugh so hard. But I did. Then I weighed myself, and I did lose 15 pounds.
Well, that's great.
I love it. I still eat. It's great, guys.
You still eat? You eat right through it?
I eat. I just don't overeat.
Okay.
I eat regular.
Me too.
It's normal.
I don't even need the Ozempic.
You never eat. I know. You're like.
It's all beer in
Ozempic.
here. It's all beer.
He's Joe Zempic.
If I could somehow, which I'll never do it, get rid of the beer, I'd be skinny mini. I think I'm just gonna, I always say
you'll never get rid of beer is so crazy. You
never.
would never. You just have no.
Why
interest.
would I want to? It's my favorite. One of my favorite things.
What if a gorgeous reptile lady that loves her toes sucked is like Josh Potter? I just want you to kiss me on the forehead.
You put me in these sticky wickets, and then I'm just going to be
you
like...
You always say a sticky wicket or something.
Yeah,
you're the only person I've ever heard sticky wicket from, and it's always on Anniewood.
It's everywhere. I say it everywhere, but I say it I talk. It's when I talk, I say it. No, but yeah, if I say that I would give up beer, then I'm just a simp loser. And if I don't give up beer, I don't find love. Like, what kind of situations are these?
I'm just trying to find you a girl
I can't
to kiss
have
on the forehead.
one thing. I've already succumbed to sucking toes, which I don't like. I'm going to hold their goddamn snake, which I could care less about. And now you want me to give up beer too? Like, when is
Remember
enough
I
enough?
asked you to quit smoking once. I was like, I don't need you to quit smoking or anything, but I was like, but what if you quit smoking?
You
Like,
did suggest that. Like,
I was like, what if as a a pledge to yourself. And you were like,
What does that mean? A pledge to myself?
I just really have had a lot of like success in my life quitting things. It just feels really good. It's like,
okay, cool.
you want to know why I brought it up to you? I'll be honest, okay? I had a baggie of something, and I was on a plane. This is when I talked to you.
Well, it's no fun when we're not together doing that.
But I won't do it anymore because I made a sacrifice.
If we were together, it's a special time to do it. I don't do it when we're not together either.
When that flight attendant was, I mean, is there a more humiliating seat besides that bathroom on a private jet?
Yeah, it was
than that woman having to face us, obviously high on multiple drugs, candy flipping.
Oh my God. And Annie and I were in an emergency row where it was like in the middle. There was no window seat. It was just kind of like two loose seats.
I got it on purpose because I was like, oh my God, we're going to do so many drugs. It's going to be so funny.
Yes.
We're going to have our privacy.
Yes, it was near the bathroom. You were like,
We're
this was right by the bathroom.
No
You didn't
one's going to mess with us. We'll be able to go to the bathroom, pass each other. What are we going to pass each other?
Yeah. And then a flight attendant was forced. There was a jump seat like that folded down.
And that was her seat.
That was her seat. We thought it was just like there for like, oh, there's a pilot who needs to get to such and such city. So they no, this woman just had to strap it in front of us and was like, hi. And she's like basically scissoring Annie.
When I realized that was her seat, I got the mushroom giggles. I was gone. Like there was no way we weren't high. Like there was no way she was looking at us thinking we weren't high.
Aside from the hilarity of all that, that trip to and fro, you and I were together, so doing those things together is fun and special. When you try to continue that on the next weekend by yourself, that's when it gets dark, and that's why.
Listen, I'll say said powder. I'll say it is.
Don't say anything.
I think you're gonna have to bleep a couple of these things we already said.
What?
The
Hannah
D
Berner?
word. The D word.
Who's that?
The D word.
What's D?
DRU. G.
Drudge? DRUJ?
G.
Oh, we have to beep
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who cares?
Las Drogas?
Anyway, who knows? But
how long have we been going? I feel like we're out of another hour.
We don't believe in that. Anyway, okay. So anyway.
No, but I'm saying like doing it alone is where you went astray.
Not on a plane. I would say maybe this substance is meant to be on a plane because you go, this is actually the most amazing place for it. But I will say, I was on a plane and I thought, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking there are things I want to do. I want to do special. I want to write a book. I want to finish these movies I started. Like there's goals I have and they're creative goals that I would like to cultivate more focus and energy towards. And I said, this does not help it. So I went into the bathroom. I did most of what was left. And then I said to the little piece in the corner, I said,
what's that?
This is my shamani segment.
Okay.
I said, dear spirits, dear guides, I will sacrifice this habit, this thing I enjoy for my creativity, for my art, for laughter, joy, happiness, and my own success. And I emptied. It went like this. The little piece fell out, and I flushed it down the.
Well, that's nice.
So then I called you, and I was like,
maybe
I was very high
smoking.
off of it.
Yeah,
I was high off of my. I know you celebrated by doing that, but I was so joyous that I did that, and it gave me this new lease on life. So then I was like, maybe there's something you can sacrifice.
I think I sacrificed enough, doing this whole thing.
Doing what?
This career. I don't think it's like a sacrifice. I would never.
So full of
I would never change a thing about it. But I'm just saying, like, you sacrifice certain things. You miss loved ones, weddings, funerals. You lose out on relationships, stuff like that.
Does that not all sound great?
Let me have.
You don't have to go to some wedding you want to go to, or
no. Actually, I do use it as an excuse. There's some weddings I could have definitely gone to that I'm like, I'm gonna be in Idaho that week or whatever, But I can't even change it. I need.
How about when people are like, "This is so brave to do this"? I was like, I think a 9 to 5 is braver.
No,
I think a fixed.
You're right, but it is like there is like a scale to it. Like, in one hand, you have something that's like, I know I can do this and I can make X amount of dollars forever and I could ascend in this company, whatever the case may be. And then there's like, I'm going to do this and give it a whirl. But once you like hit a certain level of success in the in this kind of thing, you kind of look back and go, why would I ever want to do a 9 to 5? If I have to do that, I'm just going to jump off a bridge. You think about it like that. But, it's just because you can't be. I did that for like 2 seconds. I went backwards when I moved here, had a 9 to 5. And for the first like couple months, I was like, this is awesome. Like, I felt like I was in witness protection or something.
Can I just tell you something that happened on my phone?
What?
A famous person just gave me their new phone number. And when that happens, it makes me feel so good. When you get pulled over to the new number, when you get rollover number, it feels so good.
That's very good. I'm jealous. No, I'm jealous. I don't even remember
guys, it's just like
that is a good feeling, and I know you covet. I know you covet it. I know you covet it so much. This is
guys, it's like because it's happened where you don't get the new one.
Well, it sucks when you find out there's a new one, and you're like, oh,
no. When it goes green, all of a sudden you go, maybe they're on a flight, and then you do it again, and it's green, and you go, oh no, I didn't get the new phone. And the thing is, when famous people get a new phone, they keep that other phone.
Yeah, so that they can come back to you once in a while.
Right.
Yes.
So they know you were trying.
Mm-hmm.
And they still didn't go over to
Why does it go green, though, if they keep it? Because I haven't had it go green. Oh, I see. I've had it go blue, and it's just taken a while.
It's like, oh, I feel on top of the world right now.
Yeah.
Not that these things matter, but kind of feels.
They do.
Oh, I knew you guys. I have a new Meth Syndicate shirt.
Marby Reds. Quit smoking, Josh. My Marby shirt.
What if I just had like a period? Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it on here. I bled all over that private jet. It was really embarrassing.
On the private jet?
I was the only girl.
Someone was diarrheaing and you were bleeding?
But nobody, I don't think anyone knew. Like if a girl was on the jet, they would have been like, why does she have a puffer jacket tied around her waist?
It's like a horror movie.
It was really.
Snakes on a plane be damned.
It was like the universe being like, I don't know if you're ready to be on this yet, you white trash piece of shit. And, okay, so this is why I brought this up. So I've been like around a lot of like wealthy people recently, and it's not just comedians. Like I've been around people with like generational wealth recently. Like I just got introduced through avenues that have nothing to do with entertainment.
Doesn't that make you go, why am I even trying? When you meet someone with generational wealth, you're like, man, I'm starting way behind the 8 ball here.
It's just weird because you can't hopscotch in as easily as people that like are the first ones to earn it.
Really?
Because they don't.
No one takes them seriously.
But you just don't have it like, okay, so if you're with like Tom remembers what it was like to not be selling out theaters.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not that I'm saying that's what but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he remembers that. When you're with someone that's like was born into like their great grandparents had castle or something, like they don't have any clue what it's like to like strive in the way that you've struggled.
Well, the struggle at all, yeah.
Right. So it's like, so you have to come in, like they have to have seen you perform or something. Like these people had never seen me perform. Like it was like an interesting.
Yeah, but don't you just start out? Do they have any premonition of that at all? Like,
I don't know because I couldn't tell.
That's my point. That's you're tainting your own image in your own eyes.
No.
Going
and
like,
I think it might have been.
They think I struggled and I'm a loser because I struggled.
No, I think it might have been. Might have been. But I was thinking about, there is a part of me that thinks being white trash is cool.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know that I need to give that away. I think you can just be like tacky.
I want to be like,
rich.
What's the show? What's the show? Fuck, why can't I'm blanking on it? We're like, there once was a man named Jed. When he found the oil, you're fucking 12 years old.
Beverly Hillbillies?
Yes. Beverly Hillbillies. I love that show. I want to be that.
But I'm like, because part of me, like when we were downstairs, I was like, oh, I can grab a water. And then I was like, this is funnier. Taco Bell.
Did you just have that cup loose?
No, that's so funny. This is actually diarrhea from the guy who had food poisoning yesterday. I kept it.
I thought you just poured one of these into a loose Taco Bell cup.
No. This is my iced tea from earlier. We had Taco Bell breakfast.
Oh.
And I did cancel my exercise at the exact moment I was eating Taco Bell.
I'm on Ozempic. I'm eating just better.
I had one Taco Bell breakfast. I only
today.
have one taco thing. I only had one Crunchwrap.
I'm not shaming. Please, have as many Crunchwraps as you'd like. I just thought it was funny with the Ozempics.
Thinning out.
That's good.
Stand up.
Show off.
I still have a little fupa.
What's in there talking? Then?
Guys, I
Can I
wanted
do
to
one
talk
of
about
them?
this. I want to talk about this
Is that a
because
Zin?
no, it's Lucy. I want to talk about this because they're not our sponsor anymore, and I actually want you back, Lucy. And I'm literally going to just promote you right now
Wait, do you
without
do-
getting any money from it because I want you back. Where did you go? I love Lucy.
Lucy,
I love
you gotta
Lucy.
come back. The Zin people are lapping you. Come on,
I
you gotta
love
get on the
this.
Anniewood.
I will never do Zin.
Do you spit with that?
No,
I see. Everyone was doing Zins
This
this
one
weekend, and I
breaks.
kind of was like,
this breaks.
I
You have
wanted-
to pop it and put it in your
I don't
cheek.
want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Why? I'm doing it. I want Lucy back. I want you back.
Here's the thing. Everyone was doing Zins this weekend, and I was kind of like, I want to do them because I like being a part of the gang. You know, I like doing stuff. And
What if doing Zins meant they were reading a people's history of the United States, Howard Zinn?
I don't know who that is.
Go ahead.
So
It's a book I started 100
But here's the
times.
thing. I tried. What is the other one called where you put the pouches in and you have to spit? Snuff or snus? Snooze. Yeah, something like that. It's just the little tobacco pouches. Like what's the brands? You know, I don't remember. But I remember doing one of those in college and like borderline having to lay down, like where I got so fucked up on it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Snus is different. That's like camel snus.
It
That was,
itches
like,
my nose.
before-
It itches. It's not Tourette's. It literally
you might have a
itches.
little like hair in there or something that's like
No,
tickling you or
She
something.
does it on
That's
the podcast.
really
all the
sensual.
time.
What do you mean sensual?
A little hair in there tickling you.
Yeah, that's what I get sometimes. I have
Gosh,
to
you're
like trim
really,
them.
I've never felt this, that you've been doing this to me, but you're really coming on to me strong in front of
What are
my
you talking
fiance.
about? This is the most bizarre response to anything I've ever said.
Let me ask you something. You think it is Tourette's? Because it's always when you're on camera, and maybe you have like a Tourette's thing where you're on camera and you think you have a booger in your nose, so you go like this.
You thinking and I do that all the time for the record.
I don't
hope
think you're
that's
hitting
not
on me. I'm
Tourette's.
totally messing with you. I love you.
Thank God, because I was going to say that's
No,
Tourette's.
you never hit on me. Did you? You never hit on me ever.
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 Never.
And I
It'd
never
be like
hit
hitting
on you.
on my sister. I'm not saying that because you're gross or something. I'm
Oh,
saying
can
that
we
because
talk
like,
about this?
it'd be like literally like
There was a guy we were talking to at the Comedy Store, and he was talking about a female comedian. I'm not putting any names out. He was talking about a female comedian. He goes, she's so funny. She's top 3 female comedians. I go, who are the other 2? He goes, I go, there's really only one you need to say. And he goes, oh, no, you're like top 5, I guess.
Oh, you were talking about yourself. Okay,
Yeah,
I
of
don't even know. I
course.
thought you were like revering
Of
the
course.
legends.
Let's talk about myself. I'm standing right in front of you. You can
Of all time. You're
lie to
talking of
me.
all time. You put your. I mean, that's cool.
Well,
that you.
the person he said wasn't good.
Okay.
I mean, she
okay.
was fine, but it's like she's not top fucking 3.
Okay.
I was like, his bar was low, so I was like, oh, I'm definitely one of the other 2.
Okay.
Like, if she's one of the 3, and I'm not saying she's bad, but it's like, if she's one of the 3, I'm one of the other 2. And he goes, no, and he goes, no, you just like remind me of my sister, and I'm never talking to him again. He's out of my life.
That's
No, I'm just kidding.
interesting.
But,
No, I mean, you don't
but
remind
wouldn't you
me
just
of.
lie to someone that's standing in front of you?
You don't remind me of my sister. I'm saying you're like my sister in that I couldn't hit on you.
You can't hit on your sister.
No.
Can you imagine? You'd be like,
Ugh.
if you don't have anxiety and depression, I don't know who you are. I've never met anyone that doesn't have it. Everyone's struggling with something. We've been through a weird thing. Crazy things are happening. If your regular routes of help are not working, my favorite alternative is Mindbloom. I have been doing these at-home ketamine therapy treatments, and they've changed my life. They're amazing. They're incredible. I always have Todd videotape me right afterwards. It's wild, the things that go on. And this is a really good, safe way to do it. They give you a telehealth appointment. You meet with them. They send you the lozenges. It comes with a heart rate monitor. They check out, make sure everything's working. It's really incredible. It has a beautiful mask. It comes with a journal. You can write in afterwards. They have a whole audio you listen to that helps you go through the journey. It's just, I mean, I've been to Antarctica. I've been to space. I've been my own snake crawling through the dirt. It's literally, I can't speak highly about this any more than I feel. It's just absolutely amazing. And you don't have to feel like trash all the time. Mindbloom can help you. Mindbloom is the leader in at-home ketamine therapy, having helped thousands of people overcome their anxiety and depression, me included. Mindbloom's expert clinicians and guides can help you feel better in days, not weeks, and you can complete treatment entirely from the comfort of your own home. In a study of over 1,000 Mindbloom clients, 89% reported improvements in their anxiety and depression after only 4 sessions. Now, Mindbloom has new programs that go beyond depression and anxiety to help you overcome challenges in everyday life. Right now, Mindbloom is offering Anniewood listeners $100 off their first 6-session program when you sign up for mindbloom.com/Anniewood and use the code Anniewood. Break free from your anxiety and depression and feel better faster with Mindbloom. Mindbloom.com/Anniewood. Promo code Anniewood. And guys, this really is, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I know a bunch of my listeners have already done this. They've all reported back great experiences. A lot of my friends have done it, and it's so exciting that I get to share it with you. So enjoy it and let us know how it goes. Guys, we know you've heard of microdosing before. It's that just right feeling when your mind and body are actually calm for once. Okay, and we know this guy needs some of this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, when you're trying to chill out after a long weekend, Josh has a lot of long weeks.
Oh, they're so long sometimes.
But I know
think
what
they're
Josh
months.
likes.
That's how they feel.
He likes THC, and I got 2 options for him.
Oh, a nice microdose will do me good to get through this podcast. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you know, it was very hard. It was a very long podcast.
We're about to watch Todd's videos.
I know. We're about to watch some really dark things. Todd is really a crazy man.
Oh, she's offering me 2 different
Okay, there's
flavors.
different kinds. There's a wild berry and there's a watermelon sorbet.
Watermelon sorbet. I mean, where are we? France? Give me that.
You are so lucky. What a lucky duck you are.
Oh, boy. Fresh pouch, too. Oh,
Tell
I
us how
can't
it
wait. Hold
tastes.
on. Let me pry her open here.
The
How many
45-minute
milligrams
ad.
do I have here? So, perfect. Just the amount I wanted.
Microdose gummies deliver perfect entry-level doses of THC that help you feel just the right amount of good. Josh?
That's delightful. I mean, it hasn't it kicked in yet, but I'm sure by the time we play Todd's videos, I'll be able
Really
to get
feeling
through
it.
it. Yeah.
What a dark, dark time Todd put us through. It's easy. It's easily dosed out for you, just so you're not going to want to accidentally take too much and find yourself downing pizza instead of getting your work done. Josh downs pizza.
I mean, I don't, but I will get more work done, and that's the
They'll get
goal
you in
here.
that flow state so you can focus and stay centered.
Yes.
Josh
And
loves it. He thinks it's delicious. Whether you want to relax, sleep better, ease some joint pain, the pain of rolling a joint, you know what I'm talking about? And get more work done, microdose gummies can help. Get 30% off your first order plus free shipping today at microdose.com, promo code Anniewood. It's available nationwide. That's microdose.com, promo code Anniewood for 30% off and free shipping. Microdose.com, promo code Anniewood. Be cool like Josh. Have you ever known anyone that hooked up with a family member?
No, I have not. I
Me
would like to
neither.
meet them.
But don't you think it's got to be like a Kevin Bacon? There's got to be like 7 degrees of it.
Well, when it comes to sexual anything, I'm always left out I'm always the man outside looking in and like going like, oh, it looks
The
fun in there.
peeper?
Not the peeper like that, but I'm just like, no,
Wait,
I'll be like,
the inside? Like, what are you talking about? You're looking
Okay,
in
like,
the
in
attic, looking at the flowers in the attic?
in
Like,
this scenario,
creeping in? This
I'm like-
scenario is...
I'm outside smoking and everyone's having an orgy inside, and they're like, yeah, you didn't know we did that, and I'd be like, no one told me that
We
kind of
invited
thing.
you to the sex party. I don't want to hear it. You were fully invited to the sex party.
That it would have happened quite literally at that sex party. I would have myself
You
going
are
in there.
manifesting
Sorry to
this.
make you have to beep that. No,
Do you
nothing
want me to
makes
clap so
me
you know where it was?
nothing makes me more irate than the idea of me like experiencing sexual dodgeball again, where it's like I'm picked last, not picked at all potentially. There's no chance I'm putting myself in that scenario at this age. Old me would have gone in and like been like, I hope it happens, but had such a poor what's the word, like attitude about it.
And here's Randy just licking your
Randy's
penis.
like, I'll fuck you.
Randy's just like, give it to me. Spread those legs. Oh. Randy
Okay,
does have
Randy.
like a special thing.
You know that I'm sad talking about sad things. But
Remember
no,
at Skankfest
I'm
when
glad
Randy
I didn't
just
go.
attacked you? It was so cute.
What do you mean? Oh
Remember
yeah,
when
when
you
he
came
ran
in?
down the
Oh.
hall, yeah.
Josh has a cooler. We're going to talk about it. I don't care.
I don't care.
There's
I
a
saw her
girl.
again
I
recently.
thought it was like your girlfriend. Like I literally was like, did
saw her
Josh get a
again
girlfriend since I
recently.
saw him last 10 minutes ago?
No, we had
There was a
real,
girl
like,
that was like, she was like
Oh, you want to
She
come
was
up
with
here?
Josh in a way where I was like, he's found
do you
true
want?
love.
Dude, this girl,
I
I'll
couldn't
just tell the
believe
whole
it. She was like
context.
winking. She was like blinking in like a loving way at you, like hearts were shooting out of her eyes.
This girl and I like went on many dates. Like
And
many.
by the way, she'd be lucky to have you. And if that
Brandy,
little
I
piggy's
can't-
watching, if that little piggy's watching.
So, I mean, this girl, like I said, we went on multiple dates. She'd come to town and we'd hang out. And like, okay, so when I finally got to like the point where I was like trying to establish that I'm not just fucking the ducky in this situation, I'm done doing that. I'm done. I draw complete boundaries at a certain point.
Well, also, she's not a comedian. She's not interesting. She's not.
No.
We could have found stuff we liked about her if it was a romantic thing.
She was fun to hang out with. I had a great time with her, but then it's like, I don't need any more friends. Like, I'm not coming, like the way she'd act around other girls who were like, that's why we call her the cooler. Cause like, okay, so we're friends. So I'm going to go talk to this girl I would like to sleep with then. And she would come around and blow that for me. So it'd
Yeah.
be like,
she would linger in a way that she was his girlfriend. Like she'd be like
yes.
holding onto his shoulder and stuff. It was really crazy.
But I am in this predicament. I'm going to the Sabres game tomorrow night and I want to take a date with me. And I literally just don't have anyone I can ask. And that's like a shitty feeling. But, you know,
Ladies.
I'll just ask a dude. It always seems it's like, of course I'd have fun with like a dude, but that's what I fear getting older is it's harder to meet somebody because it's like I'm just becoming more old and like frail. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I think you okay.
taking
so
things
I,
on. Like
I
you
have to
even
do
said,
this
like
with-
you won't let me drive again. Annie like will
the
disown
universe won't. I'm sorry. I think God, you need to take that up with.
me. I think I can legally and
I would like
could
to
get it
see you
cleared.
go get
I
your
can get
go
my
to
license.
the license.
I can use my eye doctor will get me my license. He's done it before, so he will do it again.
Okay.
He will write
If that's
a note.
true.
He will write a note. I could go to the DMV.
Okay.
He will write a note. And the one thing that would be concerning for me is I haven't driven a car in 5 years. And because of that, I'd have to retake the road test and I would need to practice because I
Yeah.
haven't driven a car in so long. And I have to like remember. Now cars are like spaceships, though, with these cameras. They don't even have keys anymore. I don't even want to. I'm going to do it, though. So you won't. If I don't drive, I'll never meet a woman, is my point.
Now with that attitude, you won't.
It's hard. Women like the guy can drive. They can. It's part of like the new hunter gatherer dynamic.
I know a girl who loves driving her man around.
Who?
Steph Tolev. She was like, we were talking about that the other day. Steph is
Why
so
does he have
funny.
like Dewey's or something?
No, I think she just is like, I think he likes to drive, but she's like, but I like to drive. And I'm a
Oh,
good
I see.
driver.
I got to meet one of those.
Yeah, you need a
I think that's the
bitch.
first thing that gives the girl the ick is that I can't drive. And I can't. I mean, there was times I was like the king of Uber Blacks. I was just Uber Blacking all day long. It was like BET in my Uber. There's so many Uber Blacks. And I mean, I was getting them all the time. And that was like nice, but you know, I'm not fucking John D. Rockefeller over here, so can't be Uber Blacking for every girl, you know? Some of you are going to take the pool.
It's so funny going on a date and taking a girl in an Uber pool.
I would never do that. I couldn't do that.
I'm always like,
already,
I will lend anyone $7 to not take a pool.
Yeah, it's not much more. It's such a small amount more to be a human being.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to have strangers. Get in the
So
car.
many variables. You have not only the driver as the variable, but now he's like the bus driver of you and a bunch of other who the hell knows what.
Now, I haven't taken that many Ubers recently. I did take an Uber Black recently, and you're able to ask for no conversation. Are you able to
Yes.
ask in all Ubers for that?
No,
Or is it only
that's
Black?
Uber Black is no conversation, cold temperature. That's you can pick the temperature too.
Oh, I do. Yes.
And then a guy
And
sometimes.
by the way, if you break the first one, it will be cold in that car. If you start chatting and I said no chat,
Oh, I see what you're saying. They don't do that though. See, here's the other thing. I'm such an Uber. I use Uber every single day, multiple times, sometimes. And because I don't drive, my rating is still very high. So I get like priority. I get top drivers, stuff like that already. I'm like an Uber One or stuff like it's platinum, diamond or some bullshit. I don't know. But it's like I get the top driver. So sometimes when I do Uber Black, I'm like the fucking president. I get a guy in a suit that's got a black SUV. It's fucking nuts. It's like a police driver, like escort driver. It's fucking crazy. I'm like, is this the Secret Service picking me up? So it was really something. I was having a hell of a time. I looked at, do you want to know how much money I spent? It showed me how much money I've saved on Uber. It tells me. They don't tell you how much you spent, but they go, this is how much money you saved. If you didn't have our Uber One program, you would have spent this much more.
How much?
So I saved $17,000 according to Uber last year by having Uber One. So imagine how much money I was spending on Uber.
There's got to be, if you were legally unable to drive, there has to be some.
Yeah, it's called public transportation. Don't you see these blind, poor suckers walking down the street with their sticks every day? Who knows how long they've been walking? They have to get up at dawn. They don't care what time it is. They don't even know what time it is, probably. They're like, the bank's open between this window, so I'll just start walking now. And they have to find the bank. I mean, God damn. And who cares? It's like, they've got to go to the bank. Then they got to go to the grocery store.
Well, they got to go to the bank because they got to pay for all these Ubers.
Well, they're not Ubering. They're walking around. They got to go to the bank. Because there was no Uber before 2017. People were doing this all the time. So they take public transit or they go walk around. So when I'm blind, I'm going to be like, I have to figure out how to get to the bank. And then I have to do the things at the bank, which is a nightmare. Then it's like, well, I got to go grocery shopping. And it's like, I have to figure out like, this is a Apple. This is a... I'm not going to be alive blind for very long. I'm not. There's no way. Why would I want to do that?
Do you think you're definitely going to go blind?
I don't think definitely. I think we've done some things. The doc, I get it checked every year and they say it's still stable. So like I haven't diminished in the last, like, I don't know, 6 years or so. So
Oh, that's great.
they've stayed the same, which is good because before that it used to be every year would be like a rapid decline. So it's good. It's stable. Who knows when I get old? Like I'm not even that old yet, but like when people start getting old and they just start losing things. I'm hoping mine got out of the way quick.
Yeah, I think in your 40s you start to just need readers too.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I'm already gone through that. I hope, and my 40s will be just like the chill time. But who knows? It's always a chance. It happened in this eye. Who knows?
Now, Josh, you had a birthday. How old did you turn?
38.
38, baby.
38.
How's it feel?
It hasn't really it's been weird. I've been since New Year's. I took acid on New Year's, and it's really changed me.
You want to tell everyone about it?
I don't mind. I've been talking about it quite a bit. It really is just like new year, new me. Like I feel capable. I feel motivated, and I talk about girls like that, the same way because it's like now I think it's like they're dumb for not dating me.
Yeah.
And I get it. I have to work on some things physically. I could spruce myself up a little better. I'm not a catch in that regard, but I am in the other ways, so I don't care about I'll figure that stuff out as I go here.
Yeah.
And I forget where I was going with that. For my birthday, yeah. So I had my birthday in Ogden, Utah. Was doing shows there, and it was just fun, going to a bar in the snow. I didn't really think about it that it was my birthday, and then the Bills, kind of been thinking a lot about them. So I haven't really thought about my birthday and what it feels like to be 38. I kind of always thought I was 38 the last year. Like I kind of already fast forwarded it.
And you sold the shows out, right?
In Ogden, yeah.
You sold the shows out in snow.
Yeah, I did.
Pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. And now I'm going to Wise Guys Vegas. Come on out, February 2nd and 3rd.
Love that club. February 2nd
My favorite
and 3rd.
club in the whole world, honestly.
I know. It really is so fun. We've had some good old times there.
Yes, your birthday is the last time we were there.
I know. So fun. Keith Stubbs really comes through for us on our birthdays, doesn't he?
That's true. I thought about that actually.
Keith Stubbs is like the man. Keith Stubbs is a comic, and he owns the what are they called?
The Wise Guys.
And he just rules. His clubs are rule. The clientele rules.
And I think he is the main proprietor of those dry bar specials.
Oh, is he? Yeah, he's the best.
He's something to do with them.
He's so
I don't
cool.
really know, but he's like a comedy G. I met his wife. She runs the Ogden one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so cute that they
I know. I like comedy. There's a club.
I like when it's like a family thing like that.
There's a club It's somewhere near DC. I can't remember. But
Magoobies?
and this couple met at Comedy on State. They were comedy fans.
Mm.
And then they
Oh, the
became-
Sandman one.
Yeah, the Sandman.
That closed, unfortunately.
The
But it's in
club's closed?
Richmond. Yeah, I think.
Oh, Richmond.
Yeah, I think it closed.
Oh, well,
Hey,
their
good effort though.
their love kept it together. It was
I
like
didn't
in
get
a
to do
weird
it.
bang.
I was actually trying to do it, and then I found out it. I think it might have been a COVID casualty.
Oh, okay. Well, it was very cute that they did that.
It is cute.
And hopefully their next venture will be as loving and wonderful.
There have been stories of it not being cute when when it's a little like family business like that. Because I think there's like, I don't remember what club it was, and it's definitely not a regime that still exists. But it was like this guy owned a club and ran it, and his wife would be there. And the comic, they would like invite if it was a girl comic, they'd be like, "Why don't you come back to our hot tub?" And they try to get him to do like threesomes with the.
Oh my God, what a nightmare.
Yeah, that's like an old story that I used to hear back in the
Getting
day.
invited to do threesomes is really.
I wouldn't know.
Frankly. Look, that is
Boy.
one advantage us female comedians have. I think.
Does that stink? I wouldn't. I would like to. No, I have been actually invited to a threesome, but it's always with a dude and a
just
girl.
to watch?
No. It's like,
Yeah, it's always with a dude and a girl too.
and that's not like my vibe.
Yeah, for me as well.
I'm not a competitive sort. If I know I'm the alpha, passively, it would be okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't really want the other guy there. It's like, can you leave for a second?
I had when I used to be single, going on the road by myself. It was a nightmare. I mean, my meet and greets were wild.
Well,
There
yeah.
would just be people just waiting, and it was so horrible.
And girls, when they like propose these things, when it's with the husband, I would imagine women too, especially women, actually, they're aggressive. These ladies.
Well, I had like this teacher. She was just like they were just a
teacher? Oh, I
regular
thought it was-
looking couple.
When you say that, you have to preface that she was a teacher, not your teacher, because
No.
that
We
has
don't talk
happened
about
to you.
that anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, and they just on Facebook, like they were kind of hanging around a while, and I was like, they were being like a little flirty, but I wasn't thinking anything of it. And I was like, haha, like laughing it off when they'd say stuff. And then after my second show, I went on my Facebook and they literally sent me like a picture like he took of her, and she was just spreading her vag like this.
Yes.
And she was just like and her boobs were out, and she was just like a regular looking teacher. And I was like, oh my God.
People are doing that shit out there. It's crazy when a regular does that, when like a regular person
Yeah,
just
like,
is like,
it wasn't like a porn star couple. It was like this lady like could lose a job.
but yeah, those are the people that are doing it even more.
Yeah, but I think when you go to these towns that are like people get married young,
Yeah.
they're swingers.
That's very true, especially nowadays. People are just like, fuck it. Well, do you think they were actually? I'm going to ask this. Do you think it just became less taboo and they could be more comfortable expressing it outwardly? Or do you think this is a new thing?
Well, I don't think they're expressing it outward. I
Do you
think
think it was
they're doing
happening
it.
all
I
the
think
time?
they're just expressing it to the people they're trying to get to do it with them. And I think they
Okay, let's rephrase it. Am I noticing it more because I'm an adult and I had no idea? Again, one of these scenarios where I'm outside having a cigarette and everyone's inside having a party.
just
Is it one of these things where now
I
it's
don't
like
know.
all of a
I'm
sudden
always
I'm like,
surprised.
wait a minute, what's going on in there? And I'm starting to notice it.
Well, I was surprised. I was like, whoa. All of these, I always think things are like rumors that are fake. And then like the casting couch thing, whenever I've like had like a producer lean in for a kiss, I'm always like, this is real?
Yeah, but it's happened to you now multiple times. So now I feel like you're jaded in the sense where you're like, you would be like, yeah, this is going on, Josh. Duh.
I'm always surprised.
You did that when I was talking about how me and my friends used to like play ding dong ditch and everything like that. And we'd be like, the hot girls are at a party making out right now. And we'd be like, no, they're not. And then we'd feel better. You were like, no, we were. And I was like, that's exactly this.
We were making out,
Yeah.
trying to get attention.
Yeah, I knew it. We said that last time around. I was saying like, this is the new version of that. These swingers. Did I not
Yeah.
know people were swingers? Did my dad try to be a swinger and my mom was like,
Probably,
no? And then
yeah.
he was just like, well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Well, I had one relationship where the guy was like so badly trying to have an open relationship. And I was like, ew, I don't want, that is such like an extra riffraff in my life. I don't want to have anything to do with
Oh, wait, you were in a relationship?
a guy who was trying so badly to have an open relationship. I was like, no.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
tough.
have energy for this.
I wouldn't want that either, but I would I would get jealous, I guess. Yeah.
There's a guy I did ayahuasca with who he's poly. He has a wife, they have kids, so they have their family.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has a girlfriend
Mm-mm.
who has a boyfriend.
Mm-mm. That sounds like a
and
killer song.
she wanted to have a
And he
baby
had
with
a
him.
girlfriend,
She wanted
and
to have a
he had
baby with him.
boyfriend.
And then he said, I love you, but I don't want to have another kid. So she got knocked up by the boyfriend. And
In
then
February of last year.
he was all stressed when I went to do ayahuasca with him. I go, what's going on? He goes, my girlfriend's 6 months pregnant. I was like, congrats. He's like, it's not mine. She's going through it. But but it's not his problem.
Dude, I can't. I just want to be loved
Normal.
enough where I'm enough.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
If I'm too much, find less.
And I know people
Sister.
are poly and that's their choice, but I'm not interested.
That's cool. If you're secure enough, I'm not.
But
Frankly.
I also am like, I don't even like talking to my friend that much because I'm like, if I
I'd
talk
love
to him,
to be one of those guys
but I'm
just like, yeah, babe, whatever. Go fuck whoever you want. I know I'm the god or whatever. You're like, I don't know what they think. These people are like, you're so secure in your love. No one's shown me love enough that makes me feel like I could go, yeah, you can go fuck someone and I wouldn't be bothered by it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I haven't even gotten to a level where I go, you're not going to cheat on me, right?
I like security and being loved. Like,
yes, me too.
It's like being with Todd after all of the men that I've been with before. It's such a relief. My life can exist. I can move through my day.
Yes.
Like I have security, love, support. This handsome angel. I wake up so happy with Randy and Todd.
There's nothing like the dating tightrope where you're like, I'd love for this girl to be my girlfriend. And then the whole time you're like, why am I just months and months of convincing somebody is just draining and daunting.
Yeah, let's see some videos.
Oh, we get to watch videos now?
Yeah, we took a page from the old Josh Potter.
How do we watch videos without cans?
It's going to be on here. You're going to hear it on the TV.
Oh, wow. So poor Todd has to edit that out too.
Yeah, I got to do a lot of editing.
I know. I want to get in your thing.
But so this is going to be when Annie's away. I like to watch a lot of predator catching videos where people like set up predators and they catch them. And there's this guy that I found, Skeeter, where it does like a Chris Hansen impression basically, and he's like Chris Hansen and he catches predators.
Oh,
but I just wanted to show.
Oh, is it like that? I thought you were talking snake stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, that's called herping.
Apex predators or something. I thought this was some reptile desert.
No.
Or a predator house.
So this is.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Larry's gonna edit that out too.
Oh, sorry.
Predators. Yes, predators is the right word.
Oh, okay. Chomos.
So I just wanted to show this guy that this guy caught to Annie because I think she
have some posture here. Jesus,
I think she'll really like this guy. So hold on, I just gotta set this up real quick. Can you see this?
Yes.
All
Which
right.
one's the predator? You think
The guy on
I think you can tell.
All right,
the guy who's dressed like you.
It's dressed like me.
Ray. He works in a grocery store, likely coming in contact with children on a daily basis.
Works at a grocery store.
Ooh.
Don't let the way he talks fool you.
The way he
He's
talks.
fully capable of knowing that his actions were immoral and illegal. He even lies about his age in an attempt to cover himself.
I like how this is
Take a
got
look
this
at how he
nonsense
interacts
graphs
with
and
the
stuff.
decoy that he thought was 14.
He tries to hug her.
Now this next guy.
Well, he's
That's not the predator.
No, that's the guy who.
Are we sure?
Yeah. Come in.
Hi.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just nervous.
Oh, golly.
So what are you trying to do?
Listen to the way he talks.
Get closer, but yeah. Sorry, I'm just nervous.
You're okay.
Oh no, is this guy not okay?
No matter leave.
Is he
No
art?
matter. Yeah. Hey.
He looks a
Yeah.
little-
Please don't touch me.
Oh my lord, dude. I'm actually this is kind of I don't know, is this backwards? Should I feel bad for this guy?
This is why I wanted to show you guys. Let's see what you guys think.
Semi truck driver.
No, dude, come on, dude.
So he's doing baby voice.
No, something's
talks.
broken. He's not I mean, this is all fucked up in a lot of ways. Of course.
Oh, did you give him a good review?
Yep, I did.
Good.
Like a 5-star. He was good. He was nice. So
He doesn't even know he's getting in trouble right now.
Dude, oh my God. That's crazy. This guy's fucked. I knew it from the start. I said, this guy's fucked up. Like, these people who are like, I'm going to catch all the predators out there in the world. You're like, what's wrong with you, man? I get it. It's bad. But, like, do you want to, like, be in their place? You're like, me instead, Mr. Predator. What is, like, your bent in this whole thing? This guy just trapped a Down syndrome person into thinking
he works at the grocery store.
Yeah, of course he does.
Of course, because where else is he gonna work?
Thank God he works at the grocery store. Guess what? I can't get a job at the fucking grocery
He's
store.
squeezing melons a lot. Let's just say that.
Well, there was a period of time, I didn't tell anybody this, but there was some time where I wasn't really working very much last year, and I thought to myself, I need to fill my days, and I applied for a job at the grocery store near my house just to like stock shelves, be a cashier, anything. They rejected me, the grocery store. I think they knew I wasn't going to be there long. I tried to just get some like seasonal,
well, why would they say
just to get me out of
why
bed?
Would they not? What would make them not hire you?
If I would have had a better chance to get hired if I was an immigrant to this country or a felon. Actually, that's what they told me.
Which you could have been. You're very close to being.
I'm not. I don't have any of those on my.
You're so.
I'm too white and too good.
Should have showed them that shoulder hair. They would have been like, "You can't be from here."
I got a DWI once. I told the guy. I go. I'm basically.
His socks don't even match. He doesn't even know how to match his socks, Todd. He doesn't even know how to match his socks.
This is fucked up.
Gotcha. So what's your name?
My name's Raymond, but you call me
Raymond.
Ray.
Oh, nice to meet you, Ray. I'm Skeet Hansen.
Nice to meet you.
You too. So, what are you here for?
Huh?
What are you here for?
I'm gonna stay to hang out with her, that's all.
With her? Mm-hmm. And how old is she?
Huh?
How old is she?
Does it count if he's mentally? Does it count if he's mentally underage?
Does he understand the concept?
He's mentally underage.
Does he understand the concept of 14 of like what that quantify? Like, does he know numbers? We don't even know that. That's the thing. Like, 14 could just be Egyptian to him. For Christ's sake.
So I wanted to show you this, and then I have another one from him, from the same guy.
This guy's a scumbag. Who is this guy?
So this guy, this next guy is a wannabe TikTok superstar. So it's a trans woman who wants to be famous on TikTok. And so Skeet disguised himself as like a manager.
Oh, Skeet's the bad guy here. Okay.
No, Skeet's the good guy. He disguised himself as like a manager on TikTok. So, and he's going to like hire him. And then he's going to be like, we know it. So I just wanted to show you
Wait a minute. So he's going to out this person that
No, he's not going to out him. Oh yeah, he's going to out him for being a predator.
Are you trying to bite me, Randy?
But so this is a great part.
I'm ready. Wait, so hold on one second. I'm sorry. So this person happens to be those things that you said before?
A predator, yeah.
But also
a trans, yeah.
A woman?
He was talking to a 14-year-old boy.
It's a woman.
She was talking to it, yeah. So, and then now Skeet is pretending to be a manager hiring her for like a brand deal.
See,
this is dark.
This is so dark, Todd. I love it. Yo,
when I go to town, Todd either buys 12 reptiles or he watches this.
Well, like I had to like process it because like I hope I'm not ignorant for the trans stuff, but I'm bad at math, so I have to really like hear which the algebra problem.
I wanted to show you guys because it's two very protected groups of people in society.
Right.
A little mentally slow people and trans people.
Okay.
And showing that they can also be predators is, I think, important in this country.
What's happening?
So this is just a clip of him trying to get her to do something. All right, throw it.
This is why these people are maligned, because people just go, they're all predators. And so this guy's out there trying to prove it. Skeet. This guy sucks.
Pretty much, yeah.
So my goal is to branch off into music and acting.
Okay.
That's always what I wanted to do.
So he wants to be an actor, producer, or a singer actor.
That's always been a dream of mine. I have other goals I want to do too.
Okay. Now, it might be too much to ask, but do you think we can get a singing sample?
Yes.
Just so we
Oh,
can
this
have
guy
it on record for the
sucks.
camera?
I would love to see very good.
Oh, that'd be
He's a
awesome.
predator.
What, acapella?
You know, whatever you think would be,
Where are they?
better.
They're at a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is your
This
time.
is what we
this
call
is why
low vibe.
I don't really go into
This
Starbucks very
is
often,
pretty
but this is
low.
why, because there's always something weird going on in those.
There's always
There's someone on, you're like,
100%.
what work are you doing really at
This
this
is
Starbucks?
exactly happening at Starbucks.
Who can get things? No normal person gets things done at Starbucks.
I always
do
think
they?
like the Starbucks inside the Ralphs is like the scariest Starbucks, but I think
No,
actually
the regular ones
where
are.
you can sit is really the darker.
Yeah,
place.
people who actually go in there and like they're charging their phones. There's like a person on a Zoom call. You're like, this is your office today? Like,
There's
the
always like someone in the
Starbucks?
corner with poop in their pants.
this is like,
Or
it's
there's
like
something
going to
like
the
this.
DMV to do work. It's like, what are you doing?
So here's the song.
Oh, what song is this?
Skyscraper.
Skyscraper. Who's it by?
Demi Lovato.
Okay. It's a good one.
I hate this guy.
It's maybe like a 30-second sample will do, I guess.
She's getting ready to sing.
It's gonna get you pulled off YouTube. So close. This poor person is
This
singing in
is
Starbucks,
really-
thinking they're going to Hollywood. This is like, if I was in that Starbucks, I'd start singing with them. I'd be like, yeah.
No, he thought he was gonna meet a 14-year-old boy to ruin his life.
This kid did? This guy?
Yes, that's why he's doing this.
So now he's,
So then watch.
I don't understand.
I'll show you.
I'm confused again.
He's trying to humiliate him.
So then he's showing him like the brand deals, like
So he doesn't think he didn't think he was meeting this manager, quote unquote. He thought he was meeting a 14-year-old.
no, he did think he was meeting the manager, but he's been texting him as a 14-year-old boy.
Oh, so he
Yeah.
also
So he
that's
has a binder full of
separate.
Yeah.
This guy has no idea these things are connected. Okay,
right.
my bad. I'm the guy in the last video right now.
So
This is the movies are the
so he's showing him the FUBU shoes.
this summer. These are the LGBTQ plus edition. Which is why we have a little bit of purple and something got messed up with the
Todd, where do you watch? Is this on television?
This is on YouTube.
Oh my god!
Watch it.
I guess like the sort
Fine.
of the face of.
So he's like, these are the shoes that you'll be like the face of.
Not sure if you wear tennis shoes much. Yeah, these are basically just this is just like the prototype. So just
How many views does this have, Todd?
Millions.
Yeah, now I want to know the
Millions.
economics of this guy's YouTube channel. Because how could he stay on YouTube? And here we are. We're like,
I know.
can't say that word.
I know.
Can't
he-
say this word.
He
Otherwise,
highly censor. Like these guys have to really find what you can and can't say. He calls his videos highly censored and
yeah,
to
but
watch
they
the
isn't
uncensored.
like bullying. Like someone leaves a bullying comment and they're like, "That's bullying." This
Oh,
guy is
no.
like
You can leave bullying
legitimately.
comments. You can leave a
Todd
lot of
has
bullying
another.
comments.
There's another underbelly to Todd too. Todd's spending a lot of time trying to get the top troll comment on a lot of different videos.
That, I thought that was past you.
I don't do troll comment. I do just funny comments.
Yes, but
What my
I thought
comment
that was
last
today?
old
one.
Todd. I thought that was old Todd.
You want to hear my comment today? So look, this is what my comment was. It was a video, puberty, or no, the lights, camera, bar stool. It was the Godzilla Zero, like made something
I
in
wanna
the
see that
Oscars,
movie.
and like everyone, all the Japanese people are celebrating. So I just wrote, "I'm going to Hollywood" in the comment. It's not a troll comment. It's just a funny comment.
So okay, it's not a troll comment. He's
What
just
was the
trying to
other
leave the
one?
most offensive,
Right, yeah.
highly liked comment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instagram, you get praise, but the one I get the most on is just
You get
it wasn't even.
He loves it.
You gotta stop going out of town. We're bringing-
I gotta get off the road, guys. We need Anniewood to really blow up.
Yeah.
No, the comments that I make aren't even offensive. Like the one I got like almost 2,000 likes on, it was just me like commenting on the video. Just regular, not even that funny.
Just regular.
See?
All right.
Todd
But-
likes to read the mean comments on this one Indian guy who sings. People will be like, this guy like won't stop. Someone wrote,
Is he good?
Let's see if I can find it.
what was that line? They were like, we just keep trolling and he keeps rolling.
He's like, we keep roasting him and he
God
keeps
bless
posting
him. I
them.
feel bad for these people. I'm on his side, you know?
Let me
Make your
see if I
singing
can
videos. Let them
find-
go.
I know, but Todd he's our resident.
But also, it's
troll.
like if people hate it enough to a point where it
no,
becomes
this guy's
like
a whole career.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
this
that's
one
like
guy.
so. Who cares? Let him.
Yeah,
I mean, like
of course.
he's smarter
If
than you. Then
people like if he was looking for people to actually like it, he would have no career.
there is a micro economy of like
this
just
guy.
like living off being hated.
Yeah, play it. It is actually so amazing.
It's so. It must be such a. I don't know.
Oh wait.
I think he's great.
What's the one?
Does he sing like Celine Dion or anything cool?
Here's his.
He's gonna get you pulled off YouTube.
I don't think it's a cover, right? You could sing covers. These are all.
Sometimes
on YouTube.
covers are so good that they get flagged as the real.
These
Thank
Oh,
you.
this is a great one. I done not with you.
This shit slaps.
Look how he's like gazing into the camera and smiling.
Yeah. You know, he recorded this and then lip synced it. He's not singing that right then. He recorded this, then lip
He's
synced it
feeling
like
it,
a
though.
music video.
He's not singing, he's feeling.
That's why it
Now
looks
read
so
some
weird.
of the comments. Read some of the comments.
why it
Todd.
looks so
Well,
weird
this
'cause
is
he's
on
lip
YouTube.
syncing.
YouTube has nicer comments.
I think that shit
This
slaps.
guy said hard to watch, hard while watching.
I bet you that gets flagged.
What, us
That's so
saying
good.
this?
No, that's him
Oh,
singing
yeah.
that. That song will go up in the copyright thing. I swear he'll have to mute it. More editing for Todd.
More editing for
Oh,
Todd.
But you do that to
We could
yourself.
cut this one out. Oh, this one's my favorite one.
This is the best one.
Ah, 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 ah. You're right, though. He's not singing. He's dubbing over it.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, he's recording that. That means he's recording that in like a studio and then putting it underneath and lip syncing it.
I love this man.
God bless him. He's making bank for
doing
people being
great.
like, what a loser. And he's
No,
like,
people will go-
ka-ching.
people will go-
Ah, la, da, da, da,
People
does his
go,
dumb
people
singing.
go, people write hate from Canada.
Yeah, hate,
Like-
hate
Oh,
from
that's
all
the thing
over the
Tom's
world.
been talking about, actually. Has Tom been talking about this guy? I don't know.
I
I've
don't
been
know.
Maybe.
I've been checked out, but that's like a new thing that he's been talking about that I heard.
That people post
Hate
that.
from Canada, hate from so now it's like
Yeah.
a meme.
That's funny though.
Wow.
Well, Todd,
That one was really fucked up. The first one there.
the special needs man.
What? But he's a predator. Wouldn't you want to know, even if he's special needs, that this guy's trying to?
My brain
Hook
is
up
about to
with 14-year-olds?
explode. This is a question that's too hard for me.
It's not too hard. I know exactly the answer, and that it's that if you can't entrap a person who
He didn't
mentally
get
can't
arrested.
consent in his own regard.
But he did. He showed up. What if it was
That's
a
not
14-year-old?
That's what I'm saying. But like, he can't. He's not even allowed to consent.
It's bad.
Dude,
It's
it shows the dark. It shows
very
that to
bad.
pull it full circle. It shows that the world can be a sticky wicket sometimes.
A sticky wicket, and there might
That's
be a
real-
sticky
That's
wicket
a true sticky wicket.
living
right
in
there.
my own house under my own roof. There's a sticky wicket over there.
That is a true.
I think it's just
sticky
an
wicket.
important thing of society to know. It is just there's people like that out there, and just because they're protected by
Skeet?
society,
like Skeet.
Skeet is a hero.
Now, Todd, when you're watching these alone in the apartment, are you going? Because I know you play games with your friends from home at
Right?
night. Are you showing these to them?
Yes, I'm saying you guys got to watch this, and I'm laughing, and I'm hooting. I'm by myself laughing. The neighbors think there's people home. And
You're like the
They're like,
Joker?
friends over.
Is there an
Just
Indian
like-
man singing in their apartment?
They had a party last night, and I think they hired some Indian man to sing cover songs, like a piano lounge guy. I don't know, dude. I went to Buffalo for Thanksgiving, and I took like my mother and my sister, my brother-in-law, and everyone out to dinner. And I just like pick a place, and my family is like still the same. Like we went to a bar to eat like bar food. They have children and stuff, but it was
They're
funny.
like, let's have some fried pickles. Where
Yeah,
can we go?
yeah, exactly. That's what. So like we go to this place, and I like that shit too. So like we go there, I feel right at home. There is an old Italian man with just a speaker and like a Casio keyboard that he had like programmed the like MIDI
to play,
versions
yeah.
of the songs, and then he would just sing.
Was it good?
I mean, it was like not it was weird. It was just weird. He was just standing there and we're like eating dinner. And then my niece and nephew started like dancing around him. I thought that was cute, but like it was funny. It was just weird. It's just like I hope they pay him, but he's got like a little
Did he have a
songbook.
tip jar?
He did have a tip jar, but also I hope they pay him because there wasn't a lot of people there, is all I mean.
Well, is that his fault? You think there's like a guarantee like with us?
I don't know. That's what I would hope.
It's a bringer show. Where's his people?
Is he supposed to? But if he is tasked with bringing X amount of people in, they probably quantify that in drinks and everything like that. I don't think like they're selling tickets to this kind of thing. So it's almost like you get a guarantee and then they go, well, we're not bringing you back. That's how I'd imagine the economics of it work. I don't know. I'm high and I just kind of I kind of laid that one out.
Okay, so I went to a rave in New Mexico. And the day later, my friend and we're like hungover. We're beat. We were up till 6 in the morning.
Hungover from not alcohol. You don't drink.
Yeah, I don't drink, but like, just like really, we had been up partying all night. And we go to this this New Mexican restaurant we love, and we're just eating, and there's a mariachi band in our ears. Like it was the craziest. Like we were just so
playing
like,
right next to you.
Oh my god, just like a horn in my ear. We were laughing.
When you're
so
hungover,
hard.
I would just leave.
We were laughing so hard. We couldn't believe it.
But I don't get like when I'm doing.
I do have a video. This is a video of it right here. I actually will send this video. Every time I do this, I forget to send the video, and Tatus go, Annie never sent me the video.
Especially since I have to edit every night.
She will send it tonight.
I'll send it right now.
No, not right now.
I find when I do hallucinogens, I don't need to sleep. Like I was up for like 3 days.
Well, acid too is like pretty.
I did
high.
mushrooms first and then acid. But yes.
Yeah.
The acid I had better sleep on than the mushrooms. The mushrooms I slept maybe 10 minutes.
Randy,
He's eating the mung beans.
eating like freaking foot. Randy, get over here.
My boy is really making me nervous.
As long as it's not the snake.
Well, tell the people why you're distracted.
Randy just is having a thing, and it's making me nervous. I don't really want to say what it is because I don't want people scaring me in the comments and being like, that's what this is.
Sending things in. Yeah.
It's just something's going on with Randy, and it's distracting me. And that's why I've been distracted and not being
I'll
funny
take
or
the heat off
present.
it. I've been having this burning sensation in my right thigh. I Googled it. It's myalgia paramenesis or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Pinch nerve, though. So
this is a weird episode of Anniewood. It's great.
So now
that
in the
my
comments,
guys
scare
here,
me. Be like, no, that's a blood clot or something.
but it's like I'm texting the vet. I'm used to him texting me right back.
Is this your water
making me
bottle?
nervous. Yeah, but
This is pretty dope.
It's cool, right? I have 100 water bottles, and this
I
is one
know,
of my
golly.
You
favorites.
want to close it out? Yeah.
Yes, guys, we got to do the intro. We got to do the ads. I'm so sorry if I was distracted. It's my boy. I love my little boy, and I love my Joshie so much. I'm so glad Josh Potter was here. Josh is having a
If it's not Randy, it's me.
Josh is
She's
having
worried
a
about.
Beautiful 2024. I think we're gonna have a wonderful
Yeah,
year,
so
the
it's
both
been
of
about
us.
12 days or what is it? 18,
It's been great.
19, 22.
It's been great. He had a good birthday. He's selling out
Yeah.
the shows. You got to go to Josh Potter's website.
Please come to Vegas, Wise Guys, February 2nd and 3rd. And I also, they put it on sale already. DC Improv, May 30th. I'm going to be coming to Huntsville. I'm going to be coming to Spokane, Tacoma, Fort Wayne, Indiana. These things are all cooking. So get ready. Go to my fucking link tree in my Instagram and buy some
Go to that
tickets.
Instagram. Follow that Instagram.
Follow the Instagram.
Watch the Josh Potter
I have
show.
a TikTok now. I made 2 TikToks.
Amazing. Things are happening.
Things I don't even know what's going on with it. I make them and then I turn it off.
That's what you're supposed to do.
And then I come back, I'll make another one maybe. I go, I have another idea.
Yeah.
I found out how to put my face over the...
Oh, the green screen thing?
I did.
Fun. I know. I have to learn TikTok too.
Look out, Matt Rife Dog. I'm coming for you, dude.
That's right. Follow
I
our
have no
TikToks,
idea.
follow our Instagrams. Everything's cooking, and we love you. Thank you, guys. Really really do. We love each other.
It's the meat and potatoes.
Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of us eat bananas, yeah. Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of us eat bananas. I'm gonna ayahuasca, I'm about to prosper. Blingy on my drinky, and Randy is living proper. Protector of the sick, she never let her fishes die. Never known to tell a lie, she even fixed Todd's eyes. Shout out to the slugs, shout out Woody's too. Shout out Esther and Kalila and the Anniewood crew. Cause this is Anniewood, you know that this is how I'm living. Real and never pretending shit, you know that it's a gift. Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of us eat bananas.